Has this ever happened to you? You're having a debate with someone about abortion. It starts off as a civil discussion, but then suddenly collapses into personal attacks and emotional outbursts. To have a productive conversation about abortion or any difficult issue, it's important to first agree on certain basic rules of logic. Why is that? Well, logical rules, sometimes called principles of reason, are like the rules for a sports game. If both teams play by the same rules, then it's a level playing field, and the superior team will typically prevail. But imagine a football game where only one team followed the rules, and the other team claimed it had the right to disregard the rules in order to score more touchdowns. This wouldn't be a meaningful competition, it would just be chaos. Under these conditions, would anybody bother playing football? Or would they just quit? Something like this has happened in the abortion debate. Many people won't even talk about it because they worry that no one will even agree about the ground rules for having a meaningful dialogue. Here's an example of how this works.
Abortion kills a human being.
But the fetus is not a human being.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, look, we'll never agree on this. So let's just say that the fetus is a human being for you, but not for me.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
Whatever divides these two, they're united in one thing. They're both violating the principle of non-contradiction. The principle of non-contradiction is the most basic principle of logic. Without it, rational debate is impossible. It holds that something cannot both be and not be in the same respect at the same place and time. For example, Queen Elizabeth can't be both alive and dead in the same person at the same place and time. She can be almost dead. She can be barely alive.
I'm not dead yet.
We may not even know precisely when her moment of death occurs. But Queen Elizabeth is either dead or she's alive.
Very good.
She can't be both. Here's another example. Imagine a circle. It can't also be a square in the same respect, at the same place and time. You could use an eraser to turn it into a square. But at that point, you have a square, not a circle. You can quickly flip back and forth, but at each moment, you've still got either a circle or a square. You can draw half a circle and half a square, but that's just a weird shape. To be a square, it has to have 4 equal sides and 4 internal right angles. Sorry, circle, but you just don't fit the bill. So what does this have to do with abortion? Well, people who defend abortion sometimes say, it's fine if you think that a fetus is a human being. Nobody's forcing you to have an abortion. But people who don't believe it's a human being should be able to get an abortion if they want to. That's just like saying, it's fine if you think that people of all races are fully human. Nobody's forcing you to ethnically cleanse them. But people who don't believe that other races are fully human should be able to ethnically cleanse their population if they want to. The fact is, an embryo either is or is not a human being. The personal feelings that we have about it don't change the reality of what a human embryo is. You can still choose to agree to disagree and avoid the issue entirely. But if you're committed to learning the truth, wouldn't it be better to set aside subjective feelings and personal bias? By exploring what science and logic have revealed about the human embryo, you'll discover that it's not so difficult to have open debate and civil discussion on abortion where truth prevails.